Hello, this is Paul Meyer, principal of Olson Elementary, and I'd like to welcome staff back to the 2017 and 18 school year. We're going to start off sharing some summer fun. Uh, First, I'll share a little bit about what my family did at our cabin. Here is our cabin. We built it when I was 8, so we had a lot of great memories there. This is my son and our dog Murphy. Mason is going to be a freshman at Rosemount High School. This is my daughter Ella and Murphy. Ella is going to be a third grader at Eastlake Elementary in Lakeville, which is a brand new school, so she's excited. And this is Ella and myself driving the pontoon, having a good time. And this is my son Mason holding up one of his prize catches. We played some baseball this summer. Here is my son Mason catching, just like his dad. And then here is my wife, Mason, and I after one of Mason's tournament games. As you can see, Mason has passed up Mom in height. Tanya is a kindergarten teacher at Harriet Bishop in the Burnsville district. We also played some softball. There is Ella and myself after a game. There's Ella getting ready for a pitch at third base. And then there's Ella up at the plate taking her hacks. We had a milestone for my dad. He turned 80 this summer, and it was very special for us because my father has outlived a fair amount of his family, and so we're very fortunate to have him here. I threw this picture in because this is my mother and my dad sitting on a tube being slowly pulled by my niece on the jet ski. It's kind of like a carriage ride. It was a special moment because my father hasn't gotten in a lake in 10 years. And then my wife and I celebrated our 20th anniversary this past June. Moving on to school business. This year, like last, I will provide weekly screencasts. I refer to them as the Meyer Memos. And I will continue the format of the three-component framework where it's under management, instruction, and learning supports. I will also be doing some weekly classroom visits. I'll do those on Mondays and Wednesdays, and you'll see me doing nay and whips and nays because I love seeing the kids and watching all the great things that staff provide children. And then we're going to continue with our Wednesday packets. Parents like the hard copies. They miss the communication when we only use through technology to communicate. And then it's always good to have a balance between technology and hard copies. Now moving on to new staff. I'd like you to welcome our new third grade teacher, Emma Hoare. Emma comes from us from North Central University. Last year she student taught in third grade over at Hillcrest with Corey Wade, so welcome Emma. And then moving from second grade to fourth grade is Dana Martodam. Dana recently has taught about 3 years in second grade and about 5 in first grade. And then moving to fifth grade from our social studies / health specialist position is Jenny Dixon. Jenny's starting her 6th year of teaching. Jenny taught her first year in second grade, and then the remainder she taught in the health and social studies health specialist position. And then taking the place of Jenny for the social studies and health specialist will be Kim Mason. Kim currently taught for 15 plus years in fourth grade, so she's excited about her new change in career. And we have a new special education teacher, Megan McHale. Megan comes to us from Ridgeview, where she was a ASD paraprofessional. Megan will be our ASD teacher. She'll work half time at Olson and half time at Westwood. So welcome, Megan. And we have a new head custodian. You might remember this guy a few years back. His name is Dave Ellefson. Dave used to be, about 2 years ago, he was our 4 and 4, where he worked 4 hours after school and then went to another school for another 4. So we'd like to welcome Dave to Olson as our new head custodian. Now moving on to workshop week. Here is the schedule. As you can see, we have our opening session at Jefferson High School, and then after that is complete, we have a staff connect activity at 10:15. And then followed by 11:45 is our barbecue in the Peace Garden. And if you look to the bottom, you can see all the different assignments for which grade levels bring what for the barbecue. And then after that, staff may work in their classrooms. On Tuesday, we have a staff meeting at 8, and at that meeting, I'm going to share a bunch of information and give you an overview of what's been happening at Olson. And then at 9 o'clock to 9:30, Julie Caponelli will present a wellness presentation to staff. And then from 9:30 to 11:30, this is NTL training time. And that is going to be, it's the Next Technologies for Learning, that's what it stands for. It'll be provided by Emily and Jenny Dixon and Jared Deravingas, and it's very informal. It's to help provide training for staff on the new Apple TVs. It might be for gradebook, and during the staff meeting we can decide how we want to do that. So if you don't have any needs in technology, then you don't need to attend any training. Then lunch, then after lunch, Rachel Jens from the curriculum department over at the district office will be providing a 45-minute BAS training, part 1. Part 2 will be at a staff meeting in September. And then after that, she'll provide a 15-minute overview of our literacy walkthrough process. And then at the end of the day, teachers will have time to work in their classrooms. On Wednesday, special ed and ESL will have PD, while regular ed work in their classrooms. There'll be lunch. And then at the second half of the day, there'll be district-led PD for math and ELA, as well as the specialists will be going to where they need to be. And I can get that information to them when you come back on Monday. And then on Thursday, teachers and staff will have all day to work in their classrooms to get ready for our Meet the Teacher Curriculum Night, which is held from 4:30 to 6:30. I'll provide some information regarding that just in a little bit here. And then on Friday, we'll have QComp training with our QComp coach and probably Kelly Spees. And then we'll have time to work in classrooms. And at 12:30, staff will be able to leave early due to working past hours the night before for Meet the Teachers Curriculum Night. Moving on to Meet the Teachers Curriculum Night, we're going to have 2 sessions of presentations and 2 sessions of visit classrooms. So we start off with the first session of 4:30 to 5 for classroom visits, and then 5 to 5:30 will be grade level presentations. And then we'll do the same routine for the next hour, half hour classroom, and then a half hour for grade level presentations. At these presentations, teachers will provide a grade level brochure. These grade level brochures need to be handed in to Lori for printing on Tuesday before you leave for the day. She'd like to have Wednesday to make all the copies so they're ready for Meet the Teacher Night on Thursday. As you can see, these are the locations where people are presenting. Grade 1 is going to be presenting at the north half of the gym, which is closest to the office. Second grade will be on the south half of the gym, closest to the lunchroom. Grade 3 will be in the media center. Grade 4 will be in classroom room 310, which is Cindy Hobbs' room. And then grade 5 will be in the lunchroom. Well, that's it for now. I hope you have a great rest of the summer, and I will see you soon.